no. Run! Oh my god! Hi, Madam Z, and welcome to Silverstone and its confusing speed limit. It's like X Cloud instead of 40. I don't know what's going on. I'm here for Trax 2022 to film the modified cars in the show. I'm heading over to the public car park to see what's in there. Then I'm going to go in, see what's in there. There's so many modified RX-7s in. I've just filmed the cars arriving. There's actually a few more still arriving now. That was a separate video, so go check that out if you haven't already. What's happening? There's an R33 GTR. It's going to be a good day. Oh, we've got a four-door R34. I think that's the 8th one I've seen coming in. Ah, now look what we've got here. We have two turbocharged Hurricanes arriving together. That is insane. Check out the rear end of that. I like to stand out. That's the rest of the public cars. They're all rolling in now because they shouldn't arrive until 10 o'clock. So I actually cleaned my car despite not being on show, and my neons are falling off, I've just noticed. Oh, it snapped. Unless someone snapped it for me. Someone must have done that because they were working last night. Thanks, guys. Looks like these are coming off. I need to bring neons back, don't I?
Yes, you do.
So awaiting entry, we have the petrol hedonism lot. This BMW is being driven by, I think that's Baby Yoda. There's a Subaru with a number plate in front of its snout, and a cup of noodles hanging from its rear view mirror. And this DS3 has hung his steering wheel from his rear view mirror, although he's already got a steering wheel. Okay, hun. Who's his little friend in the MX-5? Look, they didn't even crack a window for him. Yeah, we got a car in the public car park. There's a dog in it. Yeah, no, the windows are up. Pink Stook, bless you. Same. But after a little bit of queuing, I am now inside Silverstone for Trax, and I'm looking for some of the more modified RX-7s that have pulled in, because there were lots of those, lots of boosted barges too, but no white chasers, which is a shame because everyone loves the white chaser. So we start off with this masculine Suzuki featuring a mascot on the dashboard. We have a C63 with its carbon bonnet, and then a sheriff's car. Oh look, it's George. That's what I'm going to name him, and that's what he's forever named. So this Chevy sheriff's car's got the bash bar on the front. We've also got a laptop for the theft and a very unpoliceman-like dashend cushion. And getting most of the attention this morning, we have this pro-charged Dodge Challenger. Sounded amazing entering the meet. And we have a bit of a juxtaposition. The tiny little Suzuki Cappuccino next to the flat-out media Mercedes limousine on hydraulic suspension. And next door is a Mitsubishi Pajero Evo. And what's smaller than a cappuccino? A small cappuccino. That's not an M3. We next have a golden Fiesta sat on 52s, white wheeling the world. And I'm not sure whether he's a fan of the drink or... So there's lots more to look around. What? And you now join me in a JDM section with the first two Mazda RX-7s of the day. We've also got a pair of R34s that I am in between, so not a bad way to start the day. Yeah, that's the trouble of having a mate with air ride. It makes your RX-7 look a lot higher and taller than your mate's one, because that is sat right on the floor, and then this one with Dodge Viper vibes with its bonnet is sat a little bit higher up. But looking at it on its own, that's probably how it's meant to sit, with nitrous oxide in the back. I promise, that is genuine. Oh no, it's a fashion disaster. One of us has got to change. It's not going to be me. Ah yes, white wheel the world. It is happening. Next is RX-7 number 3 of the show, and unlike MX-5s, it's rare to see them with the pop-ups up. Oh, I've just realised these are individual manufacturer sections. So that was Nissan, that was Mazda, there's Honda, we got Subaru beyond as well. Now I can't film the Mark III Focus ST owners because they're playing questionable music, but instead we have some Fiesta STs in a lineup in the same colour. Again, we have the air ride problem, making everyone else look really high. Now forgive my flakiness because last night I only got 2.5 hours of sleep. As a result, no time for breakfast. You know what that means. I've got my waifu with me, which is the salted caramel flavour. One of my favourites. This can fill you up for between 3 to 5 hours. It can be lunch, it can be breakfast, it can be dinner. Normally I use it as breakfast as a convenient pickup for when I'm on my way to the event. So there's some track action going on that I'm going to head towards to view. But in the meantime, I'm going to consume this. It's got 26 vitamins and minerals. It's lactose free, it's gluten free, and has no added sugar. So give it a shake, crack it open, and enjoy. So to try it out, the link is in the video description, and use my code of Adam10 for 10% off your order. So thanks to Wi-Fi for sponsoring this video. Oh, R33 was hooning. We got public track get gapped by a Mini. M4 sounding lovely, Megane RS, got a Fiesta ST, some M2 something eyes, so much variety. That sounded lovely. Oh, the R33 got sideways, here he comes. Lovely. Right, let's look at some more show cars. That looks so much fun. Next we have a Nissan Silvia section. Oh, no, it's a Ford KA section. Vinny is parked in front of another KA with a bit of a sticker showcase. Genuine eBay parts. Your stick figure family was delicious. Past you I have. Well, I doubt that. Oh, it's got the heart exhaust. Well, no, you can still see the original exhaust. It's got the heart over the top of that. Oh, should I do a good deed? Do you reckon this has fallen off? There we go. This KA has some dinosaurs in the back. This KA has some flowers on the side. And this KA is a Focus. And this Dakar yellow BMW F80 M3 begins a game of what's inside your car. On today's episode, we have some M Sports driving gloves. Over by the SGs, there's still copyrighted music, but they're trying to drown it out with revolutions. I think it's been Vectra versus VXR8. But further down we have the surprise of the day, a Cobra. But from what I can hear behind me, it now seems time for the drifting. So I'm going to head down and watch it. Oh, there's a fence in the way. That sounds like a V8. A V8 Chaser? What? I really do not know why Silverstone have built this fence here. Everyone's just hopping over the gates because we want to see the drifting down there. I did it. Let's go. We're missing the quality content. Run. Let's see it. Oh, there's an E30. Someone's drifting in a rotary pickup. Here's a Mazda BT20, or whatever they're called, with a rotary. Oh, he's drifting off the course. S15's getting all the angle. Look at the smoke bellowing from that. V8 of course. So we now have a GT86 with 1200 horsepower, followed by a Chaser with the V8. Can't see him now. So I'll let everyone else watch that for a bit. I'm going to try and get back to the gate, because everyone's just lined up at the gate. So whilst the drifting happens, the crowd actually clears up a bit. So I'm going to go over the bridge and see what else there is. So within the drift lot, there was a yellow PS13, and in front of me, there is a yellow PS13. There's two of them here today. That is clean. I mean, I love a yellow Nissan, you know that. Oh look, it's the 107 Igo C1 Club, and the Igos are definitely things to behold. This one's a Japanese taxi with some kind of beast from a film that I cannot remember on the dashboard. It's got a large mouth, and next door we've got a bear in the passenger seat. And I'm just heading down to this 350Z with its rear bumper delete and a chassis mounted spoiler. A bit of a drift car, this one. And this small mini section has probably my favourite mini on the scene, this matte black Mini Countryman. It's not often you get to see a modified Countryman. This one with the bash bar, the spotlights, and his nan in the passenger seat. Next we have a BMW section with an E91 3 Series that's been converted into an M3, and just beyond it obviously got the 7 Series, the M6, E30, M4, and then an E46 3 Series that's been converted into an E46 M3 Touring. And a bunny! That's what I need, a remote control gimbal. I think it's meant to be a camera mount for filming the content. We next have a turbocharged Mark 1 Golf in green. That is a gorgeous colour. Wide arches too, the sills are pretty wide, stripped out inside. We got the BBS's and rear bumper delete too. Here is my favourite Skoda of the show. It's also the show's favourite Skoda of the show. And another impeccably clean Mark 1 Golf. This chap's slowly morphing into a unicorn. But don't worry, we are heading to the show and shine section where some of the best cars that are here are displayed. And one of the best fast cars that is here is this pink Toyota Chaser. It used to be white, but not anymore. He's gone pink with purple down the side as well. Next door we have a JZX 100 Mark II, and we have Donald Trump! My #1 fan!
Make Trump great again!
Now hear me out, when I say I've always been a fan of cougars, what I really mean is sexually attractive older ladies. We've got a livery on a Seat, and a rather unusually placed grandstand. I don't know what all these seats are doing here, because there's nothing to watch, just the Suzuki and Vauxhall section. But as promised, as the C63 provides revolutions, I've now entered the show and shine area, and what must sound like it's a super revving, it's actually a Z4. So, same thing. Someone snuck a Ferrari 488 in. We have an Abbey Motorsport R32, and a selection of hand-picked show and shine vehicles, a Air-ridden 7 Series, an M2 something I, a Lupo. We've got a S15 Varietta, and look, it's me. We have the Peachy Fiesta, and a Dubai Police liveried Abarth 695 by Posto. And Auto Finesse have their own show and shine section, so let's see what's in that section too. An S15, and another one of the crazy RX-7s on the scene. We've seen this a few times recently. That has a gorgeous shade of yellow. And another Bayside R34, white wheeling the world, and also white wheeling the world is this Zenki S14 in a pale pink. We've got public track time still going on, part next to a yellow S4, but that's another one of my favourites. Let me know in the comments what you think of this car. And something else to point out is the rear of the car looks like it's been made of concrete. I think it's just a patterned carpet, but from afar it looked like it had a concrete rear end. We've got lowered vehicles that aren't traditionally lowered, such as the Cayman and the Z3. Obviously loads of MX-5s around, including this liquid yellow example. And finally a Nagara Blue S3, the Focus ST, and a BMW M3. But look what we've got here with the trade section, a Mark I Gallardo that has been modified. Carbon splitter, carbon wings as well, carbon spoiler on the back, and interestingly it's a convertible, a Spider, which is manual as well. Obviously next door to an R34, which the internet prefers. We have the Chevy Fish Tank, neighbouring an NSX and an R32, and Forge Motorsport have brought along their Pikes Peak styled showstopper, another crazy custom Mark I Golf with its brave wheels to match. Take a look at this clean FC RX-7, white wheeling the world, split rims looking lovely, red suns on the back of it, and red Recaros in the middle. Further down, a green Datsun 240Z next door to a black Datsun GTR R35 with yellow headlights. Yes, another crazy RX-7. I'm looking forward to seeing what this bumper looks like, because that is a great looking shape. Also ID have brought along a first edition Lotus Emira. This might be one of the first ones I've seen outside of like the Festival of Speed, finished in dark red. This particular one has white interior, which is very luxurious. It smells like a new car. Emira on the dashboard as well. So we've got an automatic gearbox on this particular one. They can come in manual as well. I love the look of the seats. I don't know if I'd get them in white because I wear a lot of jeans, a lot of blue jeans, a lot of loud and brave coloured shirts as well. So maybe not white for me, but that is a stunning... Oh, the keys are in here. Let's use this intricate handle. That is nice. Further down, we've got some more showstoppers, the Polo and the S14 grey with turquoise under the engine bay, and inside, as you can see, the roll cage and the interior match the engine bay. And take a look at that rocker cover. We have a Nissan Juke with hydraulic suspension and an excited commentator. Oh my God, I don't know what's happening. There's a building in the way. Another crazy RX-7 with its carbon bonnet and carbon headlight covers to match. A purple R35, sparkly green on the Seat. It's got the Vauxhall Astra VXR, Rocket Bunny 350Z. I'm really battling with the tannoy here. Oh, cheeky. Not your stereotypical drift car. This is Steve Bagsy's Navara R, named purely because it's got a Nissan GTR engine. Next up, we've got an S14 drift car. But sometimes more of the entertaining sights are outside of the show and shine section. Got an R33 GTR, little Corsa B, and another JZX 100 Chaser. We've got the yellow Civic as well. And how's this for a colourful pair? Look at this, aero discs on a Transporter and an Audi S2 with apparently 800 horsepower. And you can just tell that we have some of the best drivers in the world on display here. This person just doesn't crash. You got a Supra on top of a Supra. There's also a wrapped Nissan GTR R35 colour flip metallic effect as well with carbon arches and a revving C63 AMG. Another wrapped car, the A45 in satin green. He just just likes making noise. How rude! This Mazda has been vinyled by another rude character, a rude unicorn. The drifting is still taking place, still sounding incredible. Let's see if there's a unicorn around the other side. Yes, he's still just as rude. Beyond the unicorn, we have flamingos. Mr. 2's looking racy today. Is that a time attack? I keep saying time attack, but you know what I mean. That kind of style, that is incredible. One of my favourite Mr. 2's I have seen. Good to know. But cars appear to be rolling out. So I'll film a few of them here. I'll film a full video out there later, so you're going to have to hit that bell when you subscribe to be notified for when that goes live. What a machine! Here comes one of the RX-7s. Oof. He's missing a D. We have the Subaru and the Nova. And next an R3 Mazda RX-8. Has anyone seen a Golf? I'm looking for... very vibrant. I filmed quite a few noisy modified TTs on the way, and this is definitely one of them. Oh, he quietened. Little Polo leaving and another M1 something I. He shouted my name out the window. Oh look, an R33 GTR. Some German whips next. Out now. What's he doing? Oh, there's people on the road in a van. Goody, we have an R34 and an R32 GTR next in line. Here they come. Oh, right, they're just slow and steady. Just showboating. That's all they need to do. Note, it seems it's time to go to the exit, so that's going to be in a separate video, so make sure you hit that bell when you subscribe to be notified for when that goes live. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Follow me on all my social channels for the updates, highlights and photos as per usual, but I hope you enjoyed that video as a Datsun drives by. But for now, thanks for watching.